So yes, the last unicorn has arrived. Wow. Yeah, I think this one is going to definitely be a hug deck for me. When I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have it. I remember that movie. Haven't seen it in years, but like I said, my dad always played it for me when I was a kid, and it's got that memory attached to it. And I think for that reason alone, this deck was totally worth buying. So I thought that we could unbox it and have a wee look. Came with this beautiful hardcover book. They did have other things that you could purchase as well because it was a previous Kickstarter, but with postage and that, things like that are a bit too rich for my blood down here. Nice, gorgeous hardcover book, coloured pictures, really nice pages of a nice slippery feel to them, which is really cool. Oh, the red bowl. Oh my gosh, I wonder how much of this movie I'm actually going to remember as I go through these cards. It's probably going to spark me to want to download it or something and watch it. But yeah, good sized book. Doesn't have a page number, but that's all right. Card portraits. Who's done them? And just go straight into the meanings. But yeah, really awesome companion book to go with it. This is the deck, and oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this deck for so long, wondering if it was ever going to arrive. And I'm going to very carefully, I'm going to try and crack into that. Oh, lovely feel on the tuck box, got that rose petal feel to it. It's just a regular tuck box, but like I said, you can get other things if you wanted to purchase more with the adults and all sorts. So, but yeah, lovely feel on the box itself, that beautiful rose petal feel on there. Nice big size deck. From what I read, it was a tarot and oracle deck, so yeah, and it's got that lovely gold gilding around the outside. These are the backs. Wow, the cardstock is just awesome. Really, really awesome. Oh, it goes this way. And then there's gold all through it, gold embossing through it, and on the back. So it's nice and shiny. Beautiful. So excited to have a look. Got Cedric. I think that's his name. Can't even remember now. He's our fool. And even in the movie, he was a bit of a fool. And they've got some symbols up here. They've got, I think that's, looks a bit like keys, a key and a lock. There we go. The Magician. This Hag. Oh, I can't remember his name. I'm going to have to look it up. It's going to bug me the whole way through. Maverick. There we go. Maverick is the Magician. There he is there. Such nice size cards. Ooh, they've got such a nice feel to them. Here's the Empress. He's meant to be. And High Priestess. We've gone a page ahead of ourselves. There we go. I can't remember her name either. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to look through the book. I'm going to have to cheat while we're going. But I love that look in her eyes. You can see there are reflections in her eyes. I don't know whether you can see it or whether you can really tell what they might be. I don't even think I can tell what they are. And you know what's worse? I'm trying to look at the book at the same time with my other hand, and I can't. Oh, there she is. Lady Amalthea. Does it actually say what is in her eyes, or is that something you need to decipher yourself? Doesn't specify. It doesn't specify, but I can't make it out at the minute. Might need magnifying glass. Marley, the Empress. Wow, such gorgeous pictures. Now the Emperor. What's his name? King Haggard. It's and that throne's a lot like that tower he lived in, his castle. And there were some pretty awesome creatures in this story from memory. This one's called Rook. Pondering some things there. He's the Hierophant. He's got his 2 ravens down the bottom there. So he was part of the carnival from memory. Okie dokie, then we've got the lovers, which is Lady Amalthea and Lear. He was the prince. He had thoughts for her. There they are having a snog. Yes, you do. Then the Chariot. Oh, there is another alternate lovers card. Hang on. Where is that? Who knows? It says there is. And I can't see it, but it might be further down the deck. That's right. The Chariot. So we've got Prince Lear, and he's fighting the dragon, as all good knights do. Because, you know, that's what he does. That's what princes do. They go out and fight the dragons, and they end up snogging the heroine. Just like all those good stories back in the day. Strength. Might be one of my favourite parts of the movie, actually, where she drives the beast back in the water with the Red Bull. Quite funny how now Red Bull is an energy drink. But yeah, when she was using her power, or whatever you want to call it, to drive him back into the ocean and free all the other unicorns that had been taken to the ocean to reside there. So that was quite cool. And it does show that strength that she had and that determination. And you've got the Hermit, which is the beautiful unicorn herself. And it's the horn that is the lantern and lights the way in the darkness. And I love the image there of her being sort of on top of the world. And then the Wheel of Fortune. So we've got the directions in there. Golden compass, I think it refers to. So you've got some of the creatures in there. King Lear himself for justice. He was always the one that was pretty reasonable and pretty fair most of the time during the movie. Well, that was my, that's how I recall he was. The Hanged Man, Salanio. The Vulture. Oh, and Death. Oh my gosh, I loved this skeleton guy. He was the one that had to drink wine. He wanted wine. I remember that. He was quite funny. I don't know why, he always used to make me giggle. Don't know why. He's a skeleton drinking wine, because that's not odd at all. But yeah, he was quite a laugh. That's quite cool. Cool death card. Temperance. There's old King Lear again, peeling his potatoes, deliberating over life. The Devil, the Red Bull himself. He was the personification of evil in the movie, or the bad guy. And there's old Lady Amalthea there trying to shelter herself from him and his influences. And the tower, and this happened at the end of the movie, where once the other unicorns here were free from the ocean, the tower itself, which was the home of the Red Bull, began to crumble and fall into the sea as well. Well, that's quite sad. I remember more of this movie than I actually thought I did. The Star. It's beautiful. And the Moon. Now, what was her name? What was her name? Hang on, it'll be in the book. Mami Fortuna. She was like the seer. And she would sort of speak the future. I do remember that. Vaguely. The Sun. Such a beautiful, bright card. Unicorns coming out of the ocean. Judgment. This is when Cedric's trying to bring her back around again. He's trying to transform the unicorn, which is what she started off with, into the lady. So he had to use his powers that he wasn't quite sure that he had. That's right. And the world. Beautiful butterfly. Gorgeous. So light and bright, this one. Here it is. Here's the alternate lovers card. And this is that tree, that lady tree that ends up giving him a hug in between the big bosoms. She was quite funny. That's a cool lovers card. She was a bit of a hoot. I think that's cool. So that's the alternate lovers card, because there was two that were listed there. So that's where that's ended up. Now, what are we going to? I don't know if these are entirely in exact order, but you've got the Two of Coins. Three of Coins. Hang on now, how are these fellows? I've got to find out where the coins are now, because it's all gone skew in the book. Alright, here we are. Captain Cully. Boldest of the bold and freest of the free. Oh, so that's him. And his mates, whoever they are. It doesn't say who they are. So that's who he is. Sort of based on the his legend became larger than even that of Robin Hood's. Cool. Four of Coins. That looks like little goblins or greeblies hiding back there. Close set bars prevent the creatures she holds captive from escaping their prisons. So she's the illusionist, surrounded by the mist of fog. Five of Coins. So she's watching those stormy sea down the bottom there from the tower. And then there's Molly again. Molly Grew. And she ended up taking that cat in, I think, from memory. 7. 8. So that's his Schmendrick. That's Schmendrick. What was I calling him? Cedric. Oh, terrible. I think I was naming him after someone else. 9. It's a nice one. Quite bright. And 10. King-headed and his son Lear. It's their fancy castle. Doesn't look so fancy really. Not so much. And then there's the Ace of Coins, which has ended up somewhere down the back there. And then there's the Page, which is Molly again. And this, the Knight, our trusty Knight here. And the King, or the Queen, is obviously our unicorn. Beautiful that she is. And the King, the hunter. So he is. So it's connecting that earth element, I would say. Then we've got cups. So this is the ace here. Beautiful fountain overflowing. Sorry, that was massive dropsies. Two of cups. Lovely tuna, a brew. Three of cups. Four of cups. Too many coffees. Late night. That's sort of what that looks like. I just had too much. Too much. It's a bit jagged. Or jaded, sorry. Jaded. Five of cups. This is when she's trapped in the tower or the castle. She just keeps watching the ocean. Six. Seven. There's old Schmendrick again. What's he doing? Concentrating. 8. That, so she's looking back on what she had, comforts and things, and then that's her future in front of the cold dark tower. Awesome. Here's our drunk skeleton again. Oh, he's funny. I can still hear him in my head, totally getting boozed on his wine. That was always so funny. I don't know why that bit's standing that way, because it was just seems so out of place. And 10. Oh, Molly and Schmendrick. Looks like a happy ending there. Page. I think in this one he was trying to turn something into something. Can't remember what. Was it water to wine or something like that? I cannot remember off the top of my head. There's our Molly again with her beloved cat. And Prince Lear there. And that was the cups. Now we move into the swords. I love it how it's totally based on the RWS, but with just themes from the movie throughout. Oh, Molly, because she was crying a lot in this movie. She did a lot of crying, in fairness. So that suits her. And they're resting. Oh. She likes the other chappie by the look of that one. 6. Well, this is when he was trying to free her. Like a thief in the night. I like that one, that connection between the animal form that she takes in a human form, and how she can release herself by becoming the animal, or the other way around. Poor old King Haggard, he's not having a good time of it. He's either had too much coffee or not sleep. As I say, he's had too much coffee, now he's not sleeping. So he's getting a bit of grief from his actions and his dreams, perhaps. 10 of Swords. Oh. This is cool. Oh, the Screaming Rock. I remember that. Gosh, that's right. All these little things that you don't really remember. You're like, oh. When you see it, you do remember. There's old King Lear. There's Dragon. There's the Dragon Slayer. Mammy Fortuna. She's quite cool. And then once again, she's shrouded by that mist. Look at King Haggard. And I've got the wands. And that is her horn there. 2. That one's quite light. I wonder if you can see it. 3. 4. Looks like a bit of Robin Hood and Maid Marian. That's right, because there was a bit where Schmendrick seemed to bring about these people that were walking through the woods. I think that was that part of the movie. And whether it was hallucinating or whether it was just magical, I don't really know what. But yeah, all these people came strolling through the woods and she recognised them. And I think this might have been the Robin Hood one. I'm just going to totally have a look at the book and see if it does mention that. It may not, but let's see. What's that for? Yeah, Robin Hood walks beside Maid Marian, the gateway. That's right. Gosh, I didn't remember that either. Man, so it does stir up a certain chunk of memories of the actual movie itself. So Maverick, he was the magician that was replaced. So he was not too pleased. Not too pleased about that at all. 6 of Wands, narwhals in the ocean there. It's cool with their beautiful horns. 7. 8. Wow. 9. Oh, I forget why she had that, but I do remember it. Oh, what does it say? A glowing false horn had been placed upon her head so the carnival patrons can recognise her for what she truly is. That's why that one's there. Apparently this lady here was quite upset that this animal was caged, as you would be, because it's just cruel. King Haggard. Seems here the burden of the unicorns he's captured weighs heavily on his mind. And that clock and its insidious gargoyles. Because I think the clock was there because at a certain time that it rang, the Red Bull came free. Don't quote me on this. This is purely coming from memory, but that clock had quite a bit of significance to do with something along those lines, I guess. Page. Schmendrick. It's quite cool how they've used different representations of what wands are. Here he's got his twig. This one's got his spear. And on Molly, she has the wooden spoon. All wands in their own right. And King of Wands, being that fire aspect, is our Red Bull. Wow. And yeah, that is that. That is the last Unicorn Tarot. Definitely took me back to that movie for sure. Absolutely loved it. Yeah, I think this, I am so glad I got this. Takes me back to a time where there is lots of happy memories, just being at home, chilling out watching a movie, and just being able to remember parts of it now has been really cool. Really enjoyed it. So doing a quick shuffle, as you do, you might pull a card before we go today. I am hopeless at shuffling in these nice decks. I'm even worse at it. I feel like I'm butchering the shuffling completely. Alright, pick up the deck, pick a card, put those over there. We've got Ace of Wands. So, if we look in the book, Ace of Wands. There we go. The mortal lady Amalthea cups her hands below a dazzling unicorn horn, a reminder of her past self, which radiates a bright and inspiring light from the tip and encircles both woman and the distant castle beyond her. She leans away, closing, and we'll put that up front so we can see what we're looking at, closing her eyes in an act of vulnerable surrender. Pathways that were closed to her as a unicorn are now open. Vibrant flowers blossom around her, hinting at growth yet to come. A world of possibilities awaits if she follows the guiding light her intuition provides, even if there are challenges to overcome along the way. A spark of potential growth in matters of the spirit is blossoming inside you. You may have inkling of an idea that you wish to pursue, but have been hesitant about. Breathing life into this spark could see it grow into a healthy blaze. There is great promise of success should you act quickly on new opportunities, though it will be up to you to fan the flames with your devotion and efforts. It's also got the reverse meaning there, but this isn't reversed, so we don't need to read that. And that is our card for the day. But yes, do you have this deck? Are you interested in the deck? Have you seen the movie? If you have, let me know. I would love to hear your opinion. I'd love to hear what you think. You may have been an 80s baby as well that was treated to this more times than you can imagine. But thank you very much for coming through on this walkthrough of this gorgeous tarot deck today. And I'll catch you next time. See ya.